Welcome to 843 TV. I'm your host, Carrie Manning from the Heritage Dental Spa and Salon.
And I'm Will Ware. I'm with WHHI-TV. We're coming to you today from the Deep Well Project on Hilton Head Island in a facility that was funded by the Community Foundation of the Lowcountry. And that brings us to our first guest, Miss Cassie Meade with the Community Foundation of the Lowcountry. She's going to tell us a little bit more about their grant-making process.
And then our second guest is Miss Kendall Malfresh. She's here representing the Jasper Chamber, here to talk about all of their up-and-coming events.
And our final guest is Stephanie Caller with WHHI-TV, and she's going to discuss the upcoming summer guide on WHHI. So stick around for more 843 TV.
Where community comes to speak.
.843 TV, where Bluffton comes to speak.
Where Spring Island comes to speak.
Where Hilton Head Island comes to speak.
Where Beaufort comes to speak.
.843 TV,
where communities come to speak.
Welcome to 843 TV. We're here with Miss Cassie Meade. She is the Vice President for Grant Making and Community Leadership with the Community Foundation of the Lowcountry.
Snap.
Glad to have you with us again. So I know it's really difficult, but try to tell everybody a little bit about what the Community Foundation is.
Sure. In a quick snapshot, for a very complex organization, we are a 501c3 nonprofit who serves the local community. We're designed to strengthen the local community, and we do that in a variety of ways. We have a competitive grants program that local nonprofits can apply to. We also have mechanisms for various people or organizations to create charitable funds of their own and do their own charitable giving, as well as programs that are meant to strengthen the community, such as Lowcountry Volunteer Connections. We have the Giving Marketplace, and lots of resources for the community at large.
And it really services everybody's needs, from the ones who want to give to the ones who are in need. So that's
Exactly.
really neat too.
Services.
But today we want to talk about the different types of grants. So tell me a little bit about the different types of grants that nonprofits can apply for through the Community Foundation.
Sure. We have about 300 funds under our umbrella at the Community Foundation. Each of those are working towards its own mission. So we're going to talk specifically about the Hilton Head Island Foundation Endowment Fund today, which comprises the majority of our competitive grant-making programs, comes out of that fund. And there are 3 different types of programs out of there. We have a community investment grant, a community impact grant, as well as an organizational development grant. The investment grants are and all of these are for nonprofits to apply for. So a nonprofit that has need can apply to this program. And an investment grant is something tangible, so it's like a building need, or they need equipment, or they need something that's tangible you can touch. An impact grant is more programmatic. It's services and programs, something new that they need to expand a service or a project. And then those are the 2 that comprise our competitive grants program. There's a 3rd type called an organizational development grant, and those are really to strengthen the governance of nonprofits. And there are small grants up to $5,000, and there are to let a nonprofit hire a consultant to come in and help strengthen their organization.
To help them grow.
Yeah, to help them grow, such as strategic planning or asset development plans or marketing and communication plans. So it's really, those are to help strengthen an organization itself, not necessarily a program or project. So those are the 3 types of grants that we'll talk about.
And who's eligible to apply?
As I said, it's for nonprofits, so an organization needs to be a 501c3 nonprofit or an equivalent, such as a school or a government entity, or have a fiscal agent who will act on their behalf that's a 501c3 or an equivalent. To be eligible to apply, they have to have that. They need to also have a Giving Marketplace profile, so that the community at large can know about them, and that also helps our organization see their structure, their board structure, their governance, how they're functioning. So they need to have the Giving Marketplace profile. They also, to be eligible, need to be within serving a population that lives and or works in Hilton Head Island, Defusky Island, Bluffton, or Greater Bluffton. And the reason for that is the Hilton Head Island Foundation Endowment Fund was started by the sale of the Hilton Head Island Hospital. That was a nonprofit hospital when it was started with donations. At the point that it sold to a for-profit entity, the proceeds of that sale needed to remain charitable and honor that donor's original intent. So the proceeds from that sale were used to create the Hilton Head Island Foundation Endowment Fund with the designation that they would still serve that same population. So that is a major criteria, is that the organizations have to be serving a population that live in that original hospital service area.
Okay. What types of projects will the Community Foundation fund, and also what's not eligible?
Generally, we are going to fund new projects, programs, expansions of a project or program. We want to do something, again, that's new. We also want to do something, the foundation is going to look at the sustainability of the program. You know, how well thought out is it? Is it going to continue on into the future? You know, we don't want to do just, generally a one-time thing for a project. We want something that's, again, going to strengthen the community and be continuous. So we're looking for those things. Particularly the new part, we're not going to fund something that has pre-committed dollars.
Okay.
So there can't be anything committed already on a grant project or program prior to the application. Okay. What we won't fund generally is operations, and that's why we won't fund something that's already functioning, because it's part of operations.
Okay.
So we won't fund operations. And in general, we will not fund anything that already has been committed to and anything that's a duplicate. So if there is an organization that's already doing something, we have a lot of nonprofits in the area. We don't want duplication of services.
Okay.
So generally we'll coach them and ask them to work collaboratively, or see if there's some sort of collaboration as opposed to something new that's going to compete with a current or already existing program.
Well, and I think that's a great
Yeah, I do
opportunity
too.
too, because a lot of people don't realize there might be another need for something else. We do what's familiar.
Yeah, we really love collaboration, particularly between nonprofits. It's a small area and we're really saturated, so we want that collaboration
Right.
between organizations.
All right, Cassie, we're running short on time, but for those nonprofits who are interested in applying, how do they go about applying? What's the process?
Sure. First step is to attend a grants information session. We have one 6 weeks prior to each grant deadline. We have 3 grant deadlines a year. The next grant deadline is August 1st, and the grants information session for that is on June 16th at 1:30. They'd need to call our office and schedule that.
Okay, so they got to go to that event on the 16th to be eligible.
For the next deadline, yes. They need to attend one of those sessions.
Okay, and all of this information is on the website, is that right?
It is.
All right.
www.cf-lowcountry.org.
All right, good stuff. Cassie, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you.
And stick around for more 843 TV.